Get focused. Understand who you are. Overcome self-doubt. Most importantly, build your confidence with clarity, my love. What's the real reason why people are playing on your name? Is it because they just don't like you? Is it because they just want to? Is it because they just following the trend? Like, what is the real reason that people play with your name? Or as a lot of people like to say, why they don't put no respect on your name? We're going to be talking about exactly what respect is, what respect is not, and exactly what you need to do to start building your respect so they can start putting some respect on your name. But most importantly, so you can start putting respect on your name. My name is Queen A, and I am the Clarity Coach. I help individuals just like you overcome self-doubt and plant seeds in your mind and help you water it in order to build your confidence with clarity. This episode, we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people play with most, which is your respect. Most importantly, we're going to be talking about why you playing with yourself when it comes to respect. Why is it that most of us seem to think that respect is begging? First off, let me tell you, respect is not begging. It's not. I know y'all would like for it to be, but it's not. But look around in this world. A lot of people are begging for likes. They begging for follows. They begging for hearts. They begging for everything, guys. And I'm just talking about, like, even if you look up to the stars, like the movie stars, right? Everybody's begging for, a follow, subscribe, and this and everything. And they thinking that it's respect. That's not respect. You don't have to beg for respect. No, you don't. And you don't have to perform for respect. Now, I know y'all see all the YouTube videos, the TikTok videos, right? Where we seeing people doing, I'm talking about, like, so many different challenges. People are willing to risk their life to get what they think is considered respect. I'm talking about, we seen it. We seen the crate challenges. We done seen all types of challenges. I've seen challenges where people was eating out the toilet. I don't even like really saying that because it's just sound. Just think about that for a second. Are you one of them people that's willing to eat out the toilet to think that you're about to even get an ounce of respect? Are you one of them people that would do, like, some of the most embarrassing things and then wonder why people play with your name? Yeah, I had to pause for that for a second because some people got to think about it for a second. Like, yeah. No, this video right here, we're going to be talking about respect being the kind that you require. So you should be requiring respect. Because why? Because you tapped into your values. See, when you tap into your values, you require certain things. When you tap into your values, you require certain people. When you tap into your values, you require certain places. But boy, when you ain't tapped in, you catch yourself being a follower. You catch yourself being a beggar. You catch yourself pleading. Right? People seem to disrespect you. They give you what they feel that they want to give you. And the only thing you seem to do is complain. Complain. Why most people don't do nothing about it? Why don't most people do anything about people playing with their name? about people not putting respect on their name. Most importantly, why do people play with themselves when it comes to putting respect on their name? People play with their dreams. Think about it. How many people have the same New Year goals every year? And then you wonder why people playing on your name. Every New Year's, right? Every New Year's Eve, you have the goal of being in a gym. I'm going to lose 20 pounds this year, 100 pounds, whatever it may be. Or I'm going to gain 20 pounds, or I'm going to gain 100 pounds, right? If you like Queen A. Like if you in the, what they call the little committee, right? I love it here. But we have people, like just, having different goals every year, New Year's Eve. Oh, you know what? This year I'm gonna work on, that. This year, you know what? This my year. Ain't that what we hear every year? This my year. I got a question for y'all. Why is every year you catch yourself saying this my year? Why wasn't it last year? Why wasn't it the year before? Why wasn't it the year before that? And that right there lets me know that if you one of them people, and Queen A has been one, let me say I'll be the first one to admit, hey y'all, I was one. I was one of them people. Every year I had a New Year's resolution.
It's my year.
This year, I'm gonna stack this year, or this year my year. Every year was my year. Let's just put it like that. Every year was my year. But then what happened was every year I found myself in the same spot. If you in the same spot, is you playing with your name or is they playing with your name? If every year you catch yourself having the same goal for New Year's, I'm talking about the exact same one. Is they playing with your name or is you playing with your name? I would think to say that that's you playing with your name. Now, I know some of us don't want to hear that. Some of us, we don't want to hear it when we playing with our name. But I'm here to tell you that you are. And it's not the universe. It's not the government. It's not Uncle Sam. It's not none of them. It's you. You playing with your name. And I want to know why. Because you're so talented. You have so much that you want to do. I see the value in you. Do you see it in yourself? I see the purpose in you. But do you see it in yourself? Because if you don't see it in yourself, that's why they ain't putting no respect on your name. And most importantly, that's why you ain't been putting no respect on your name. So I don't care when you watching this podcast episode, right? Put respect in the comments. If you tired of letting people play with your name, and you gonna start making sure that you ain't out. So y'all know this is Stepping with Truth podcast. You know where we don't bring nothing but the best of the best from all around the globe. And yes, we talk about the mindset that it took from you to get from one place to another and how you remain confident throughout your journey. And today we're going to be talking about how I remain confident on my journey, on my respect journey. Now, before we go any further, make sure that y'all are subscribed to this podcast. Make sure that y'all like it and all that good stuff. Okay? So, how did I stay respectful on my journey? For one, I had to learn that that respect wasn't fear. Because a lot of times we tend to think just because we want to become an entrepreneur, or because we are a parent, or because we are a business owner, that we have to install fear in our employees, that we have to install fear in our kids that we teaching. We have to install fear in our own youth if you're a parent. And I'm here to tell you that's one of the worst things that you can do if you are seeking respect, is to install fear. Why you think they say a person that's scared of you will kill you? Do you know why they say that? The reason why they say that is because when people are scared of you, they make moves uncertain. right? Because fear is when you're not sure what's going to happen. So they're not sure of how you're going to act. So they what? Their actions are based off of uncertainty. So you don't know what you're going to get when somebody's in fear of you. You don't know. They like you today, tomorrow they might not. Will they be trying to set you up this day? Will they try to? You just don't know. So the worst thing you could be doing if you are a business owner is trying to install fear in your employees. Why? Because you want your employees to what? Have confidence. You want your employees to be respectful to you. You want your employees to be the best. They should be confident. You don't want your employee. No employer wants their employees that's, looking for another job. They're trying to set them up, or they're just trying to, mess up their business. And these are things we have to think about if we are a business owner. You out there trying to install fear and think that you're building respect or you're gaining respect. And I'm here to tell you, as a business owner, that's not how you install respect. That's not respect one-on-one. We forget. And then we tend to think that if you're a business owner or if you're an entrepreneur or a parent, that you have to be loud to get respect. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be. Now, may be some instances where you might have to yell to calm everybody down, but you don't have to just naturally be loud to, get respect. That's not that's not how you get respect. And that's not how you be respectful. We have to understand that. When it comes to these things, as a business owner, you should be putting out what you're asking for. And that's why people play with your name, whether it's your business name or your family name or just your name. Because we're doing the things that we're talking about. Maybe you're trying to install fear out here. Think about all these companies out here trying to install fear. Oh, you know what? Hurry up. You better do it now. And then you better go ahead and mortgage your house. If you don't mortgage your house, you ain't go, something gonna happen to you. That's a fear tactic. And they trying to be loud. Well, guess what? Here, that's the one thing that I'm not going to do to you. I don't want to install fear in you. No. I don't want you to be fearful. I want you to be clear on things, but I don't want to install fear in you. So one of the things that I do, and my promise to you as a clarity coach, is I'm not about to be loud, and I'm not about to install fear in you and tell you that if you don't mortgage your house right now, today, and if you don't do this, that you're not going to grow. No. What I will tell you is that if you are serious about growing and taking your confidence to the next level, you will join my Clarity MasterMind Starter Kit program first. If guess what? If you can. And yes, I do even payment plans. But then that's my promise to the people. So if you don't know, I got to show y'all. So let me tell y'all. So, we don't get to that. So, like I was saying, fear is not loud. It's not none of that. And most importantly, guys, stop thinking it's begging. So I know I just kind of went to somewhere else here, but I know I was talking about something, but no, I just had to get back on track because I will go down the line. But it's not about begging. So when you have to understand that these are things that respect is not. So why, as you as a business owner, why are you begging for somebody to buy your product? Why are you begging for somebody to follow your page? Why are you begging for somebody to subscribe, like, or whatever? No, that's not how we do things as a business owner or as a respectful person. That looks desperate. Think about it. When you see people outside and they're begging for change, what do you think? You think they're desperate. Oh, man, you feel pity for them. Is that what you want people to feel for you? If you're an authority figure, do you want people to feel pity for you? Because that's what's happening. When you begging, they're like, man, okay, I'll do it. Nobody else doing it. So respect is not when you're begging. Respect is not installing fear in your employees, or your clients or your youth. It's not. And it's not constantly yelling and being loud all the time. Now, let me just tell you, some people are naturally loud talkers like Queen A. I have a naturally high-pitched voice, okay? I don't even really need a mic when I'm speaking in a crowd. I'm talking about intentionally yelling. There's a difference. So we got a lot of people that, that think that that they can be loud all day, every day, and then wondering why, people playing on your name. Meaning, y'all wondering why people ain't giving you the respect that you feel like you deserve. Because you begging for everything. You installing fear in everybody. And you too loud all the time. And I'm talking about like yelling loud. All right, not talking loud like Queen A, okay? I'm a talk loud person. All right? Now, because I just want to tell y'all, I can remember it was times when me personally, can y'all believe that I had to learn this? Especially the hardest thing for me when it comes to respect, I would say being a parent. Why? Because we always tend to think we're right. So the hardest thing for me has been, especially with raising my youth and noticing and have to acknowledge that it's been a lot of things that I was the cause of, some things. And when I want to say a lot, I won't say a lot, but I have been the cause of some things. Like I talk about, if you listen to me, I talk about how, when my son was in trouble, and I used to always be so mad. But it wasn't until I realized that, guess what? The spot that he loves to hang out, he wouldn't even know the area had I not took him there. And that was a hard pill to swallow, especially as being a mom. That's a hard pill to swallow. And it still is. But that's something that I had to do and I had to come to terms with. And once I came to terms with that, it allowed me to breathe, and it allowed me to have more respect for myself. I can remember, I had guns. I kept with, let me explain something. So I can remember one time, well, not one time. I remember thinking why every time I messed with a man, or why back in my days, why I had a gun put to my head on 4 different occasions, and why twice by somebody that said they loved me and that I truly thought loved me. And the other 2 times, it wasn't by nobody I loved, but the situation of it all. And I couldn't understand. I'm like, why? Like, it's everywhere I go, it's always, like, seemed like everybody I ran into, everywhere I went, a gun was right there. So maybe that's why I'm not a big fan of guns right now. But that's just how it was. And it made me depressed, stressed, aggravated. I couldn't understand why. And I just knew for a minute, I'm like, you know what? How many times can you have a gun put to your head? But I also knew that for some reason, I never ever felt like that was the end. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I didn't. But in me questioning myself of why I kept going through that, I started to notice it was patterns. It was patterns with the 2 men that put a gun to my head, that said that they loved me, and I thought they did. It was patterns with the other 2 times where they wasn't nobody who I was in love with. It was patterns. And the patterns was, I want to tell y'all right here that I didn't have no boundaries. I didn't have no boundaries. And that's where respect starts at. Respect starts with boundaries. And that was in a time of my life where I'm talking about we was just doing everything, right? I was hanging out with the guys. I was test driving cars, didn't have no money, just driving around the hood. They pulling up on us, want their car back. I'm walking in houses, ready to fight. It was just a time where I really had no respect for myself. And I want to tell y'all that these respect levels right here that we about to talk about is why you plan on your name and why everybody else plan on your name. You keep thinking that it's because, they don't like you, or because, they just want to, or that's just the way it is. No, it's because you don't have these respect levels right here. And I didn't have them either. These 3 things right here that I'm about to share with you is the 3 things that's a must. These ain't up for debate if you're looking for how to respect yourself and how to, most importantly, how to stop playing with your name. How to stop playing with your dreams. How to stop playing with your values. Stop playing with your goals. Stop playing with yourself. These 3 things. So the very first one is that you got to understand, what do you value? You got to understand what your principles is. You got to understand what your goals is. If you don't understand none of that, how do I understand it? You expected me to understand something that you don't even understand for yourself. And that was the problem that I had. I was expecting the guys that I was with, and I was expecting the company that I kept to understand my values when I didn't. So we gotta have balance. So first thing out here, y'all gotta start understanding what y'all values is. Stop worrying about what everybody else online values is. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares what Clarissa Shields values? Who cares what any of them value? Especially if it ain't positive. Most of y'all putting value into Clarissa Shields, and she don't even got self-respect for herself. She don't even got values for herself. And a lot of y'all say that's hating, but it's not hating. It's not hating on somebody that every time they open their mouth, they're negative. Most of y'all value her more than y'all do y'all own self. Y'all can tell me everything about Clarissa Shields, but can't tell me nothing about yourself. If I was to ask you really and get into some real deep questioning when it comes to you. So the first level is to get self-respect. Understand who you are. Understand your values. Understand your principles and your goals so you can go to level 2. Level 2 is so you can have standards. See, a lot of y'all don't have standards. And this is why I say we as a people got to start having better people to look up to than Clarissa Shields. Somebody who don't got no standards. And y'all be like, oh, she's a boxer, she's this and that. No standards. That woman gonna do anything for a paycheck, anything for a follow, anything for a like. No standards. So once you get some values, some principles, and some goals in your life, you have standards. Like for Queen A, for example, right? Now I tell y'all some people to look up to. Right now I tell y'all, like, of course, Queen A, hey, I'm one of them. Yes. But like we have some great individuals out there. Not all of them are not somebody like, I love Layla Ali. And not just for boxing. See, a lot of y'all like for boxing. No, I love Layla Ali for her personality. That's why I say she's somebody to look up to. Because of her personality. And then guess what? And y'all say other people who I know, who somebody else who I say that we can look up to. And this is just what I'm saying, guys. And I don't know everything about everybody. I'm just saying for what I see. From what I see. So like, you know, I'm just trying to think of some famous people y'all may know that we can look up to. One of them that I could say that I don't really see too much from them. Let me see. Because it's a few of them out there. I probably just can't think of them offhand, but it is, I tell y'all somebody I like, Ice Cube. I like Ice Cube. Why do I like Ice Cube? Because Ice Cube, guess what? He know he value family. He value community, right? He value his, you know, like just, you can tell, uplifting people. He always putting somebody on the map. Most importantly, guess what? I know he valued family because him and his family, his wife, has been together since before he was Ice Cube and even still to this day. He didn't switch up because he got money. That's what you call self-respect. That's how you have self-respect, values, principles, goals for yourself. And he has standards. Even though I got this money, right? I value family. So I'm not going to be out here with these goohoochie mamas. Now, I'm not saying that he might not have ever cheated. I hope not. But let's say he did. But Ice Cube, I'm out there. I'm telling y'all, I'm rooting for you. I hope you didn't. But let's say he did. But I can tell you something that he didn't do. Hey, if he did cheat, he made sure he was like, hold up. He got it right. He went right back to his wife like, you know, I got to make this right. Because, he knew the grass wasn't greener on the other side. He knew ain't nobody perfect. So let me tell y'all this. When I'm saying this, ain't nobody perfect. So anybody you look up to, whether it's me, Ice Cube, whoever, Layla Ali, nobody's perfect. We all have flaws. You just try to keep moving towards the positive side. You try to do more positive than negative. More good than bad, for those who don't understand. All right? So in level 3 is boundaries. Another reason why I love the people I named. They have boundaries. Certain things I'm not going to do, right? I'm not going to dog my people. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to show love for everybody. And if it don't align with that, I'm not going to be for it. That's Queen A. And that's just some of my values, some of my principles and my goals. Some of my standards. That's why I value these people that I named. They have first off, they knew what their values, principles, and goals was, which gave them the standards that they live by, which the standards that they live by give them the boundaries that they don't cross. Nowadays, we see people don't have no standards, no boundaries too much. Why? Because we see every other video, especially a lot of these so-called ladies, they got to shake their ass or shake their butt all over line. So then you wonder why people play with your name. That's why they play with your name. You playing with your name. You don't even realize how goofy you looking until you realize it. By then it's too late. So I just want to tell y'all, that's what you got to do. So once I learned how to do that with the story I was telling y'all, right? So once I learned how to have respect for myself and set boundaries and have standards, all these Gucci stuff. Y'all know what happened? I went from completing somebody else's dreams to completing mine. And one of the dreams that I've always wanted was an online course. That was a dream of mine. So yeah, I speak and I was an author, but I wanted a course. And you know, I have people that love it, what I do. But I wanted a course where people can come in and they can learn at their own pace. Right? Because some people might not be able to catch the live, or they may not know which live is fit for them. But with this Clarity MasterMind Starter Kit, what this does, guys, it's an online course. And you take it. So let me tell you right now. You go in, it's 4 parts to this course. 4 parts. So you're going to learn about What? Self-respect. That's the first thing you're going to learn about self-worth. Self-worth. You're going to learn about focusing, choices, clarity, and confidence. It also comes with a workbook that goes with it. So you have your workbook, and then at the end of each course, right? At the end of each module, let me say that, you have a quiz to take. And it's no more than like 8 to 10 questions, like 8 questions. And then at the end of the course, so once you have completed each module, all 4 modules, you will get your Clarity MasterMind Starter Kit certificate. And of course, now this is a brand new, guys. This is a brand new online course that Queen A herself has organized, came out with, and I myself did it. And I'm so proud to say that I was my first student. And so I got to show y'all the certificate because I'm like very proud of myself right now. And I hope y'all proud of me too. I hope y'all ready. So I have to show y'all this because I'm like super excited and I'm hoping that it shows up in here. So if you see this, once you complete the course, this right here is what you get. So I had to frame it with my other certificates. Now this is what you get at the end. And that's just the beginner. That's just the starter kit. And then at the end, you have the option you can upgrade to my group coaching. And that is 6 to 8 weeks. Or you can upgrade to my academy, which is 6 to 8 months. But either way, I am so excited to share this journey with you. Like I said, I'm serious about this. Queen A is here to plant seeds, and I'm watering minds that are blossoming into gardens that will eventually turn into forests. So are you on this journey with me? Are you one of the seeds that I'm watering? If so, and you're serious, and you are a business owner, and you are a parent or an entrepreneur, and you're in need of more clarity, comment respect in the comments because you're tired, right? You're tired of everybody playing with your name. You're tired of everybody playing with your company name. Type respect in the comments. And before we go, I have to tell you all, I want y'all to do an exercise. I want y'all to ask yourself where you feel the most disrespected at in your life. Like really think about, where do you feel the most disrespected at? Whether it's with a family member, whether it's with a friend, whether it's with your partner, your spouse, whether it's with your sibling, whether it's with a business partner or business in general, whether it's outside the environment, no matter where it is, ask yourself and be honest, guys. You're not lying to Queen A, you'll be lying to yourself. Where are you feeling the most disrespected in your life? And wherever that is where you need to start setting the most boundaries. That area right there that you thought of, that area is lacking boundaries. And that is why you feel disrespected in that area. Because I can tell you now, if you get boundaries, once you get boundaries, why would you feel disrespected in that area if you have boundaries? I don't feel disrespected when I get left out when they go to the club. I don't feel disrespected when people don't call me when they want to talk negative. I don't feel disrespected. Why? Because them are boundaries. I have, for one, I know my values, right? Myself, I self-respect. I respect myself. So I set the standards for myself. And I also set boundaries that I don't cross. And the problem is, a lot of y'all don't even know where y'all feel the most disrespected. Matter of fact, you never even asked yourself, where am I feeling the most disrespected at? And why am I feeling disrespected in this area? But now, I challenge you today to ask yourself, where are you feeling the most disrespected and why? Is there a boundary there that needs to be set? Is there a no there that needs to be said? Do you keep saying yes when you need to say no? Sometimes we even scared to say a simple, I apologize, I can't make it at this time. And it needs to be said. Okay? I'm just saying. So, all right, y'all, that's what I got. Make sure y'all go back if you just got in here or you didn't get to watch the complete episode. Check out the whole episode. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. And also, remember, this is one of your hot podcasts. You cut with your host, Queen A, the Clarity Coach, where we bring nobody but the best of the best from all around the globe, where we talk about how you remain confident on your journey. If you would like to be a guest right here on Slapping with Truth, go ahead and just inbox me, comment below. Make sure you're subscribed as well and like. And if nobody else loves you, I'm out of here. Queen A does. Later. Put some respect on my name.